So moving on from that, we have Will Ospreay wins the gauntlet to be the number one contender for the AEW World Title. I'm sighing, and I'm sorry. Showtime, you got something nice to say about this one?
I do. I think I figured it out, or at least
explain it to me. We've known each other a long time. Please explain it to me in terms that I can understand, so that I understand it. And if it works, I'll go along with you, because I don't understand it right now.
I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but this is how this makes sense. There's too many titles in AEW.
I was really hoping you were going
to have champion versus champion. You're going to merge the titles. The world title, the international, is that what's called? International title?
International title.
And the world title become one title. The unified Grand Galaxy awesome
which also
title,
gives them an opportunity to make a new belt, because they love bringing in brand new title belts.
But Ospreay won't wear 3 of them. He'll just wear one of them. And
he'll just have one belt, but it'll be one unified world title that is a brand new title that has never been seen on AEW, because they've already gone through 3.
Sure. But hey, pump the brakes. This makes sense. This is the only thing in my mind that really makes this make sense, is to eliminate the title at this point in time. Because I keep forgetting, what title does Okada have?
The Continental, the Continental Classic title. Continental Classic, yes.
Never gets defended. So like, if you have that title, you have the TNT title, and then you have a world title, that really does help in like narrowing down the singles titles and figuring out what you can do with each one of them. So that makes sense in my mind. Otherwise, it makes no sense whatsoever. Like, if you're just gonna break, like, this is just them to hit Swerve off. Like, I don't know. What I really want to say, I know I was a little dodgy about it earlier, but now I know that's not going to happen. I really like this angle going into a lot of this stuff, and they still could do it. That's why I think I'm begging for it now. In what I call the Prince and the Pauper storyline, where you have Okada kind of given the silver spoon.
Well, they just gave him a Ferrari,
silver tray, yeah,
or a Lamborghini, give him
or something he wants. You let him in your crew with the elite. You give him every opportunity to succeed, and then you do the exact opposite with Ospreay. He is like the street London urchin kind of person. You tell him, you can't just come in here and get title shots and get these things. You have to earn it here. You have to work from the bottom and work your way up. Figure out a way to take the international title off of him. Figure out a way to get him at the bottom and have to beat literally the world to get him in a position to get the world title shot. Like, if the elite can do that kind of swerve, and like I had mentioned, I think last week, where you also get Swerve into the elite begrudgingly. Like, I don't want him to be a heel. I don't want him to be a part of that team. But this is like their way of being like, well, we couldn't get Christian Cage to take the title off of Swerve, so now let's just bring Swerve into our ranks, and he'll be our friend. And you can just see he's like kind of a prisoner of it, because if he doesn't join them, they set up like 2-on-1 matches for the title. They set up such situations where he knows he might come out on top on some of these odds stacked against him for a short term, but there's no way he can keep up with it. No human will be able to keep up with the stuff that they're throwing at them. And that really rounds out the elite storyline, the Ospreay storyline, where both of them are really humming, and you have a long-term storytelling where you finally have Swerve get off that the elite bandwagon. He joins Ospreay in a nice tag, maybe bring FTR back in, so I guess they can lose. And so, like, in that situation, all of that makes sense. That feels like a really big, powerful storyline in this place, that they can really tie a lot of strings together and give you more time to focus on these stories and blow them out, rather than feeling like there's a one-off here, a one-off here, a one-off there, and really have that be the Dynamite storyline that we really care about.
Here's my question. This is my main question. I don't disagree with what you just said at all, including the unification of the titles. If you're going to do this as a unification of the titles, then yes, I'm all for this. I think that's a great idea.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
It's the only thing that makes sense. With that said, we just said this is the only thing that makes sense. The amount that we just talked before this about how much the waters are getting muddied. Do you think this is what they do, though? I'm not saying if it's the only thing that makes sense.
I said that's what I said earlier. I'm not saying this is what I think is going to happen, but this is, you asked for help me make this make sense, and that's what I did for you, bud. You asked me to do something for you, and I'll always do it.
I appreciate that. Like I said, what you just said makes sense. I don't think this is what they're going to do. I'm going to try to refrain myself to one or two rants on this show, as opposed to like the 3 I have myself scheduled for already. It's once again, I'm confuzzed.
It's an interesting point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is? I don't understand it. He just won the damn title, and what's more is the second he got into this match, he's the only guy other than Claudio that made sense for him to win, and Claudio doesn't make any sense because Claudio hasn't won a damn thing.
And Orange Cassidy.
But I want to believe that Orange Cassidy didn't make any sense to win this match.
Yeah, I know. You don't give him his due. But I actually think Orange Cassidy versus Swerve would have been a good match. So, like, that one could have been in. But the minute
except for the fact that they're both massive baby faces. I mean, but we have 2 other massive baby faces. Again, the 3 people that were involved in this match that it could have made sense for them to win are all huge baby faces against your babyface champion.
How was Joe not in this match?
How was Samoa Joe not in this match?
How was Jack Perry and Okada not in this match? How was Roderick
Hook
Strong not in this match?
How was Jericho not
in this match? Jinx.
How was Big Bill not in this match? If Jericho's not in this match because he's the FTW champion, how is Big Bill at least not in this match?
Yep.
How is no one from the Undisputed Kingdom in this match? I know you said Roderick Strong, but like, how are they not in this match? How was Kyle O'Reilly not in this match?
He was supposed to be in the match.
That's what I'm saying, is how were all of these people, how were the guys that are actually in the number 1 contendership, how is Bryan Danielson not in this match?
Bryan Danielson?
How is Moxley not in this match? Other than the fact that he's the IWGP champion and he's...
I get Moxley not. That's the first name you said where I understand why he's not in the match.
And he's got 1 arm. But they pulled all these guys out from international companies. Guys like Mystico, formerly known as Sin Cara, for those of you who are wondering, who look good. But they didn't give any promo package as to who some of these people are. You're just expected to know who they are.
Yeah.
You're expected to know who Mystico is. They had someone who came in at the end. And I'm a wrestling guy. I'm in with more international stuff than you are, Showtime. And I had no idea who they were. But they're like, oh, he's this master submission technician in Mexico. And I went, cool. Who is he?
Do you know who just made an epic return that probably should have been in this match? MJF.
Oh, not the guy with the broken ankle.
Not the guy who's not cleared to wrestle right now. But the one who is cleared, who just said that he's going to take this whole company by storm. Like, you're 100% right. There is 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it's
5,
like 8.
6 guys. There was 9 total. There's 6 guys who had no business being in this match. Like, even Pac, which, we said we want to see more of him. Like, he's just been on a giant losing streak. Like, now he's going to be in the number 1 contendership match. Like, come on, guys. I know winning and losing don't really matter. And if he was one of the guys in here that gets like a surprise elimination just to kind of build him up a little bit more, I'm with you. Takeshita, why isn't he in this match?
Why was Takeshita in there? Why was Jay White in this match? Like, if you're going to have 2 of your champions, why aren't all of your champions in it? You've got 9 titles. You can put them all in there. Really break ground. Bring your women's champion in there.
That'd been dope.
I'm not saying that you have to do this, but what I'm saying is if you're going to have odd champion, have all your champions in there. You know, maybe not have Mercedes in there because 1, she just got cleared to wrestle, and 2, she's got a match later. But have Toni Storm in there.
Yes. Toni Storm would have kicked some ass.
She would have. She would have thrown her shoe at somebody. I don't know. Once again, this match just doesn't do it for me. I was trying not to rant about it. We still ranted about it. I know what I did. I know who I am.
Well,
I know what I like, and a lot of times it's dogs playing poker and a painting. This makes about as much sense as that.
We just like we want the believability. Like that's what it is. Or tell me tomorrow that Ospreay is part of the Elite. We set up a match for him to get the world title in a match that we knew he'd win. Cool. I'm in. That was brilliant. What a great match. Like, I'm so happy they did it that way. Because that's diabolical, and I dig that. But that's not what's going to happen. We have 2 baby faces going up for the world title.
No, we have the 2 biggest baby faces going after the world title. Which means what? So is one of them going to be a heel by the end of this? Probably not.
Swerve can go heel for a night.
Swerve can go heel totally. What I'm saying is he's not going to be a heel.
I mean, Mercedes went heel for the night.
Mercedes
Tony
went
does
heel.
it all the time.